Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. This is Henry. Today is Thursday, December 8th, and the time is around 2:30 a.m. GMT. Today we are looking at the chart of the EURAUD. This is a 60-minute chart here. We can see right here that we ended with B here, right, as an ABC. So that means we are starting with C on the upside. Now within the wave C, it subdivides into 5 waves. We ended one of C over here with another 5-wave subdivision here within one of C, and then now looking for wave 2 of C in the form of a 3 swing, a zigzag here ABC, before turning higher again as long as we stay above 152.70. So the expectation is very simple then. We expect any pullback. If that happens, you should find support, you should find buyers, and then continue to go higher as long as we don't break below 152.70 in the previous low over here. Okay, now if we zoom out and get some ideas where we are, let's copy P here. I'm gonna zoom out on the daily time frame. So that B is right here. Okay, so it could be here or here, I mean, depending on how you call it. This could be counted as a running flat, or it could be here as well, which is the low. This is your A here. Okay. So what happened is you got impulsive looking rally here, right? I think this should be an impulse here. And then you got some sort of correction. You can see the correction if you look at it from the trend line perspective and the RSI or in price. It looks to be a different cycle, right? It breaks the trend line and everything. Just in case, you know, if you're thinking, oh, this can it be with 4, right? Yeah, of course it is possible. But if you look at the trend line and the distribution, it does look as if this is not with 4, right? Suppose this is the price, you wouldn't try to call this pullback as a wave 4, right? You wouldn't try to label this, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, because your 4 is way too it's not really proportional, right, to the entire 5 waves. It's out of place if you try to label this as a wave 4. So that's why I think this one is better to be counted as a different cycle, or in our terminology we call it a connector, right? We call it a connector. So we got the cycle from the lows ending here, right? And that one looks like an impulse, and then this is another cycle. It's not with 4, it's not part of the same cycle from the lows. And then from there, after we got another cycle, we make a new high. This current high breaks above the previous high, so that means we got a higher high sequence. So high basically when you have a higher high, you have a potential target at least on the 100% extension, right? So if you just simply measure the 100%, it can go to as high as it can even go to as high as 166, which is still very far away. Or at least if before reaching 100%, you can reach 61.8% first, which is 161.45, which is also still very high, still pretty far from where we are. So we got a high sequence. This one looks like a connector. So the idea here then simply is that as long as we stay above 152.70 here, which is the previous low here, the B low, then we can continue to see more upside in the EURAUD. So now looking for a 3 pullback. Now suppose we don't make another high from here, or even a new high. Suppose we go down. Now, because if we're talking about like a very short term, yeah, obviously we can do something like this before going down. Doesn't really change anything if that happens, right? But suppose we don't break above this peak and go down, okay, then the potential support right here is going to be ABC 100%, right? So this is going to be the support area next, 154.40, 155.30. This is when the 3 swings is going to be equal, and then from here we should be able to find support and then rally again to new high again. Again, because of the sequence, if you zoom out, it looks to be a high favoring more upside. Okay, so that's the idea right now in the EURAUD. As always, if you want to get more updates and more regular updates on Forex, commodities, indices, do check our service. We have 14 days trial, and the link is in the description of the video. I'll see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.